I'm super shocked with what Shout Factory just tried to pull over on you, the customer, basically with their stupid Little Nicky Blu-ray SteelBook release. This Little Nicky release makes me a lot sicky, and there's a ton of errors and issues to go over, so let's get into it. In today's Physical Media News topic video, we break down all the dirty details and the errors and issues surrounding the Little Nicky Blu-ray SteelBook release from Shout Factory. And of course, we get into a massive rant on why this SteelBook is way overpriced, why they didn't include a 4K, and why they're trying to screw the customer over, which is you. And then, of course, we talk about the future of Shout Factory. What are they going to do in 2026? Is it going to be the worst year for Scream Factory releases? But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, and you want to help Scream Factory save physical media in 2026. Well, you're in the right spot, my mega collecting friend. Just go ahead and be devilish towards that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss another physical media news and entertainment topic video this year. And of course, leave in the comments below. Are you a fan of Little Nicky? Did you already pick up the standard Blu-ray? Are you excited for the SteelBook? Or what other Adam Sandler title would you like to see Shout Factory tackle next? And let's get into this. All right, resurrecting up the news, my friends. Let's get into this today because this is super, super annoying, shocking, totally pissed me off. I'm a massive Little Nicky fan. This is literally in my top 100 favorite films of all time. Check my letterbox if you don't believe me. I love this Adam Sandler comedy. I think it's so funny, but it's kind of heartwarming in a way too towards the end. It's just a great movie, great cameos in there as well. It's just super fun, and I really enjoy all the production, set design. I mean, the devilish works about it are so cool, and I absolutely love that movie. So, yeah, some people are Waterboy fans, some people love Happy Gilmore, some people love Billy Madison. I've always been a Little Nicky kind of person, so really, really love that movie. And I bought the Blu-ray right away when Shout Factory came out with the standard Blu-ray. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. So happy they're doing this one on a Blu-ray disc. Finally, I was watching it before, on TV and DVDs, VHS, and I'm like, okay, cool. We got a nice Blu-ray release. This is going to be perfect. This is the definitive edition now. And then they pull this crap. They're now doing a Blu-ray SteelBook for the 25th anniversary, I believe, actually. And that just really pissed me off because I'm like, wait, you said Blu-ray right now. You didn't say 4K. Only a Blu-ray, so it's the same exact Blu-ray, nothing new added in here, no new special features, which is a major issue and error right off the bat. Like, if you're going to do a re-release, at least give me a new interview in there from one of the cast members or something, but nothing new at all. Same transfer, same exact disc, same everything. You're just throwing it into a SteelBook and an overpriced SteelBook at that. I mean, this SteelBook is like $45 right now off of Amazon. And that's insane for a Blu-ray SteelBook. That would be insane for a 4K SteelBook. For a freaking Blu-ray SteelBook like Shout Factory, you are freaking sickening in 2026. This was supposed to be the year to kind of regain back your customer base and get people excited. But you had some good stuff last year, like the gray 4K SteelBook was awesome. You had, the Hong Kong classic cinema stuff, Hard Boiled. You were doing some good stuff there, right? But then now 2026 just looks like a disaster for you because Little Nicky Blu-ray SteelBook around $45 is an insult. It's not even like, oh, if you didn't get it before, you can get it now. I mean, if you're gonna do it like that, then it needs to be cheaper. I mean, it's freaking Blu-ray. Go maybe 25 tops for it just to get a SteelBook. Still overpriced, but come on, let's be reasonable. $45? $45 for Little Nicky? Are you freaking crazy? You are insane, Scream Factory. There's no way about. I can't say anything. It's insane. It's insanity right here. Come on. Like Scream Factory, you're gonna do the same thing, and guess what? You're gonna be known as one of the weakest boutique labels out there. That's why people love Arrow more. They actually do new stuff and great quality treatments and give us some good stuff. Yeah, you're not gonna be like that. You're not a Second Sight. You're not even heck like an Umbrella, man. You're freaking Scream Factory, Scratch Factory, Suck Factory. It's just making me sick factory. Freaking come on. Like, once again, this could have been a whole different thing. If you did a 4K SteelBook for its anniversary, and you were like, boom, we just did a Blu-ray recently, but this is going to be a 4K SteelBook for the big fans of the movie, and you priced it reasonably, maybe you started at 35, eventually get discounted to 25, that would have been incredible. I've been like, I'll pick it, I have the Blu-ray, I love Blu-rays. Normally, I won't, double dip, get the 4K, but because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, I would have been like, you know what? I like the steelbook design. It looks really cool. I will pick up the 4K just to see the upgraded detail and the sounds. I think would be incredible too with that movie in particular. I would have been all excited for that 4K steelbook. I'd be chanting, "Yes, Scream Factory! Yes, everybody, let's go buy this steelbook. Let's support Shout Factory in 2026. They're doing some really cool stuff for the fans." But instead, they just freaking slapped us across the face and said, "No, we're gonna give you recycled garbage." Even more so, because before at least they were upgrading their Blu-rays to 4Ks. Now they're just recycling the Blu-rays. They're just giving you the same damn Blu-ray. What's going to be 2027? They're just going to give you a DVD. It's going to get downgraded. This is insanity. Oh my gosh. So Scream Factory, Shout Factory, you sicken me just to my very core right now. It's just, I'm disgusted. I threw up in my mouth a little bit when I heard this news. So freaking Scream Factory 2026 is a year of shame for you to start off, and we're going to get into a massive rant next because you haven't seen nothing yet. So now it's time for a massive rant. You thought I was ranting before. No, I'm just getting warmed up and started, guys. I'm freaking pissed off at Scream Factory here for what they are doing to the fans of Little Nicky. Like I said, they had a big opportunity here to make a 4K steelbook release because the steelbook design actually looked pretty darn cool, but they didn't. They're just giving you the Blu-ray because they think people just care about steelbooks in 2026. Is that all people care? Is that all you care about? Is just a steelbook in the packaging in 2026? I don't want to see physical media go in that direction. Once again, to me, the movies are the most important. The disc, the quality of the disc, next importance. Like, let's get a good 4K quality disc in there. Do some restoration work or a good transfer. Get us a Dolby Atmos track. If you could do a new sound mix for Little Nicky and really put some work into it, like that would have been banging. Oh my gosh, because there's incredible music. I mean, it gets so metal in Little Nicky. There's great music in there, right? You could have had that for a 4K disc. That would have been incredible. Imagine a Dolby Atmos track. Wow, that would have blown me away. But instead, they say, "Hey, we know you don't care about the movie. You ain't even gonna watch the movie. You're a package collector. You're gonna put that steelbook on your shelf after you look at it for 5 seconds, and guess what? You're not even gonna play the Blu-ray disc. It's just gonna be a paperweight over there." That's how dumb they think collectors are these days. That's what they think collectors do. They don't think collectors watch their movies. They think they only want to buy steelbooks, just buy the packaging, and they're gonna overcharge you on that. Like, is that really happening out there? I don't think they have, the right pulse on what the audience wants right now. The audience does like good packaging, don't get me wrong, but we also love great movies. We love good transfers. We love good sound mixes and audio tracks and special features some of us still really enjoy. So if you could package everything together, do a great 4K steelbook anniversary release for Little Nicky, you would get so many more people on your side, Shout Factory. Your audience would come back. People would be so excited for that kind of release. But instead, you do an. I'm once again, I just don't think it's real. Like $45 for a Blu-ray steelbook in 2026. Like Blu-ray steelbooks back in a few years ago. Why am I saying back in the day? Like it was 100 years ago. A few years ago, I would go in a Walmart, I'd see a Blu-ray steelbook for like $20. That's what this should be priced at, $20. That's fine. I'm not going to rant on you at $20. But $45? $45? Come on, this is insanity right here. Nothing newly added in. Just for a steelbook. You're literally paying for a steelbook at that point. That is disgusting. Shout Factory should be ashamed of themselves. They are freaking Scratch Factory forever, sickening factory. This is absolutely terrible for collectors and fans of Little Nicky. And now we'll probably never get a 4K release of Little Nicky. Like, when is that ever going to happen now? Because that was the opportunity, was to pair it with a steelbook and for a company to really sell people on both the great packaging but also the great 4K disc. That would have been perfect. But Scream Factory just messed it up for everybody. I don't know if they have the 4K rights to Little Nicky. Maybe Arrow has the 4K rights and we're going to get an awesome Arrow 4K edition. I doubt it, but that would be something cool. Hopefully another boutique label has the 4K rights. Hopefully people wait off on this, don't get suckered into the steelbook, and wait for whatever company does do a 4K release of Little Nicky. I think that's where we should focus on. Now be content with our Blu-rays if we have them, but wait for some company to do this 4K and in a right way to give us some justice here for Little Nicky, because this is just insulting. This only Blu-ray still looks so freaking sickening out there. Now let's talk about the future here. Let's get into Scratch Factory and their doom and gloom for 2026 and beyond. Like I said, I was excited when they were doing things like the gray 4K Steelbook, because we haven't gotten the gray from freaking Screen Factory before. At least I didn't think. And they came out with a banging 4K Steelbook. Great design, great 4K disc. That was awesome. I wanted to see Screen Factory go more in that direction. Give us releases we've never gotten before, instead of just recycling the same thing over and over again. But like I said, this is the ultimate recycled trash here, this Little Nicky Blu-ray Steelbook. So this is insulting. I think they're going to keep doing this. They're going to take all their Blu-rays they have on Shout Select and just basically say, hey, now we're going to put in a Steelbook. Buy the Steelbook. They're going to do no extra work because they're lazy as all heck. You ain't even going to get upgrades to 4Ks no more. Instead of getting the 4K upgrade, you thought that was bad? You thought that was sickening? Now just imagine just getting the same Blu-ray disc to now in a Steelbook. That's what they're going to be doing in 2026. This is a bad omen for us collectors, because now they're really turning us just into package collectors and not really into the disc or the movies. This is crazy. This is insulting. And I think that's what they're going to do in 2026. We're going to see more recycled releases of just the same disc, not even going to be getting as many 4K upgrades anymore, and especially new 4Ks, forget about it. I doubt we get barely any, and this is going to happen for 2026. I'm predicting that. This is what I think right now. Maybe somebody can change my mind, but I think Screen Factory is going to do the least amount of work out of any of the other boutique labels that try to maximize their profits. They're going to do the least amount of work, try to get the most money out of the consumers right now, because they know that collecting is going downhill, where we don't have as many collectors. It's a very niche audience. But instead of them rising to the occasion, that's the thing. Like, other boutique labels are rising to the occasion, like Second Sight and Arrow and Umbrella. They're saying, you know what, we're going to make it a banger of a year, right? Criterion, we got some amazing announcement and releases coming up. We're going to give you quality products. You're absolutely going to love them as a collector, and you're going to go to them, right? Instead, Screen Factory says, I have an idea. Let's give you less and charge you more, and we will fool you because you just love Steelbooks and packaging. Right? Do they think we're that dumb? Do they think you're that dumb? I'm really insulted by this. Once again, this is the most disturbing announcement I've ever heard from any boutique label in my entire life. And if this is where Screen Factory is going in 2026 and beyond, I'm no longer going to support Screen Factory. I have what I already need from them. I got the 4Ks I love, with the movies I love, the horror, the thriller, the sci-fi movies I love. I'm going to support the other boutique labels. I'm going to go to Arrow. I'm excited what the heck Arrow's doing. Freaking going to give us Mortal Kombat and so many great releases in 2026. I'm going to go with Arrow. I'm going to go back to Umbrella because they're doing great stuff. I maybe even start collecting some Second Sight, because at least it's better than what the heck Scratch Factory is doing. So Screen Factory is so freaking sickening. I mean, come on. Like, who's going to support you anymore, Screen Factory, with this kind of shenanigans? You just disgust me. So instead of making me a little sicky, you made me a lot sicky with your Little Nicky BS, because you be sucking a little. But there you go, guys. Those are just my thoughts right now. Maybe I change my mind a few months from now. Who the heck knows? You guys let me know in the comments below. Should I have been excited for this Steelbook release? Are you pissed off like I am that they didn't do a 4K? What should Shout Factory be doing in 2026? What helpful strategies and hints could you give them to really turn their boutique label around? What do you want to see from them? Give them those recommendations down in the comments below. If you haven't already, once again, go ahead and devilish up that like and subscribe, that notification bell, as we make the push to 5,000 subscribers in the new year. We need your help with that so we can grow this physical media collecting community, so we can have a voice to basically get better recommendations from these boutique labels and to really move the needle on the titles we want to see released. So be a part of that movement. Easy to do that. Hype up this video, hype it up. Let's get this information out to more people. And of course, have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends. And you love this physical media topic, go ahead and make / next video right now.
And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.
If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.